welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Verlenich. I'm a content strategist, social media marketing nerd, and community manager. Let's get right into it. Today, I'm going to be sharing my easy content marketing plan with you. You don't even need a template. You don't need a workbook. You don't even need really anything except for something to write with, some time to think. You can pause this video, rewatch it as many times as you need to, but it's a lot easier than a lot of us have made it out to be. And I also blame that partially on content marketing because so many of us people in the marketing, business, and entrepreneurship space have made things unnecessarily complicated so that you buy our courses and services and all that stuff, and I am over it. I've definitely benefited personally when I kept things simple. I know my clients appreciate that too, and I'm sure that you want things to be simpler. Nobody wants things to be harder or take more time. So here we go, my content marketing plan. Feel free to steal it, get your Google Docs open, get a pen and paper, and then push play. Every business really only needs 3 things. You need a way to get discovered, you need a way to nurture your existing audience, and you need a way to sell your offers. How you get discovered can be a million different things. It doesn't even have to be social media if you don't want for it to be. It can be long form content like a blog, YouTube channel, or podcast. It could be reels on Instagram or TikTok videos. It could be speaking at summits or contributing to a collaborative bundle. It could be an Instagram takeover, or it could be maybe an email swap that you do with another creator. It could even be going live on someone else's Instagram or going live instead of someone else's mastermind, Facebook group, membership, course, program, whatever it is going on. But if you have a way to get discovered, and I would say in this world of busy online stuff, it's good to have more than one way, but you need at least one way to get discovered. So think about that. How would you like to get discovered? And I'll give you a way to help you decide, because that's where people get stuck, is like, where should I spend my time? What should I use? Which platform is best? Think about how you naturally communicate. How do you talk to your friends and family? If you're sending lots of voice notes, consider maybe having a podcast. If you like to do video messages or live calls, then maybe you should be doing a YouTube channel or focus on reels or TikTok videos. And if you love the written word, if you love text messages, microblogging, maybe consider microblogging on Facebook, and or maybe even doing something through like Medium so you get more eyes on your content. You could be a guest writer and guest blogger for other people's websites. There's so much you can do there. And of course, blogging is not dead. Blogging is still more alive than ever, actually, if you have good content. And when we say good content, that's a whole other video, but content that stands out, that really shows you know what you're talking about, that you are different from the rest, and that your message is strong and resonates with your audience. By the way, I am personally a huge fan of Facebook groups. I don't believe there's only one magic pill for marketing, but I will say Facebook groups are fabulous because you can get all 3 stages of the lead generation, sales, customer journey, whatever you want to say, in a Facebook group, because you can get discovered there, you can nurture and help and assist them there, and then you can also sell in there. So big fan of Facebook groups, obviously. After you're discovered, after someone decides, you know what, I like this person, is really having them get to know you and then you getting to know your audience. This is where things like email marketing come into play. Facebook groups are also really great to work in cohesion with email marketing because you can use Facebook groups to get more email addresses and then have a bigger list. And you can also use it as a place to nurture your audience. I've said this before, but with my travel company, for the first 2 years almost exclusively, I was just in the Facebook group. It was 2018, so it was a little bit different. Like, Facebook groups were more of a big deal then, I think, than they are now. But that's not to say that they're not effective, because they still are. It's just about how you use them. But if you think of a Facebook group as a place where you nurture an existing audience, or at least warmer leads who want to hear more from you, then it's a great place to do that. Email list, Facebook group, you could even say stories on Instagram. If people are following you and they're really, really committed to you and your content, they are going to check your stories every single day. And in fact, they might even do it multiple times a day if they have their notifications set so that they hear from you. So think about that. You have a few places for them to discover you. That's where you're spending a lot of your time usually, is right at the top of that funnel, if you want to think of funnel, the widest part. Where do they come in? And then that middle part is like, how do they hear more from you? How do they get to know you more? How do you get to know them? How can you have those two-way conversations? The DMs on Instagram or Facebook Messenger are another great place to do that. And then finally, we have the last place, which is, where do you sell? Thankfully, a lot of these platforms make it so that you have multiple places. So like on Instagram, you have the reels to get discovered, you have carousel posts maybe to nurture, and stories to nurture, and then lives you have nurturing too, and then maybe you sell in your DMs. With a Facebook funnel, maybe you talk in other people's Facebook groups to nurture their audience. They come and find you in your profile, they opt into your group, and then they send you a message. So you can kind of see how each platform really has its own funnel, but then it works together with everything else that you're doing to make a larger, more overall funnel. Okay, so you get to choose, but where do you want to sell and how? I will say that we overcomplicate this a lot. A selling can just be as easy as, hey, I know that you said you were mentioning this in the group. I have this product, service, whatever offer. I think it could help you because X, you're solving their problem and it solves it by this. Are you interested in that? I've done that. I've personally reached out to people and offered that. Not everybody is comfortable going and messaging people directly, and I totally understand and respect that. But maybe can you think about how you can use wherever you're nurturing them? So your email list, your Facebook group, your stories, your lives, however you're showing up, how can you give people opportunities to share that they're interested? Maybe you say, comment if you want XYZ. Send me a message, or maybe even the question sticker. Oh, that's so fabulous on Instagram and Facebook. Use the question sticker. Give the word Apple if you want to see my new product line, something like that. Okay, give them the opportunity to respond to you and raise their hand and say they're interested. So now let's go back to each phase and help you figure out which platform or which place you're going to be showing up and doing that. So what I want you to do is come up with 3 ways for people to discover you. This could be being a guest on other people's podcasts, speaking at other summits, or contributing to collaborative bundles so they get on your email list. Okay, so think of that. Pause this video if you need to and write or type down what are 3 ways that people can discover you. Next, you'll want at least one place for you to nurture your existing audience. So these are your people, your ride or dies from day one, the people who, when there were only 5 people in your Facebook group, maybe that's where you're at now, they still want to hear from you and learn from you. Okay, so where is that going to be? Is it going to be a Facebook group? Is it going to be an email list? I recommend that you have at least one. If you can only handle one of each phase right now, that's totally fine, but I do think it's good for you to have one in each phase. I think if you have an email list with a Facebook group, they work really well together. So think about that. Where do you want to show up for people? And thirdly, where will you sell? It seems like people tend to fall into the trap of like, they never sell to their audience, and so they're building an audience, which is awesome, but they never sell anything, or they come off kind of as too salesy because they seem to think of like their idea of what a promotional post is something that's super overtly salesy, like how we think of a car salesman, which, no offense to car salesmen, I feel like they get a bad rap a lot. Okay, so think about that. What are your 3 things? And just write them down. Don't put too much thought into this. I know everybody says put a lot of thought. Don't, because you can always change it later, but just think like intuitively. What does your body or mind automatically say? That's usually the right answer. One big thing about entrepreneurship is really trusting our intuition and our gut. I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but it's true. If we don't trust ourselves, we're going to only listen to gurus. I don't even like using the word gurus. I feel like it's offensive to actual true Buddhist gurus. So think about that. What are things that you know automatically that you can do or that you can get better at? Because nothing is going to be fantastic from day one. So excited for you to get your content marketing plan together. If you need more support with this, I'm happy to talk with you. You can DM me at Brittany Verlenich over on Instagram. You can come join my Facebook group, and you just want to chill here on YouTube for now, it's totally fine. Like this video, click subscribe, and click the little bell so that you never miss notification of a new video. Bye for now.